Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and as you can see, we've started working on the elevator. Also, recently, character killed himself, so yeah, that was a thing. So we've been loading up the ship with a lot of supplies. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and keep those on us. We'll drop off all the rest of it. And we are going to get back up there and working on this thing. That is the first segment, at least. Still a lot of stuff to do. So let's go. So, happy Wednesday, everybody. I have to say, it's been a pretty good week thus far. Enjoying the time building things in Space Engineers and just basically trying to keep myself out of trouble. So, you know, it's always a good thing, right? Alright, so what we have been doing is, like I said, we've been building, or at least we've got the foundations going for a space elevator. And what I want to do is to shore this up a little bit. I'm almost tempted to have a second feed in here, but it doesn't really matter if you have 1 or 20, so we will probably do is something like this. There we go. And we'll run the half walls up just to give us a little bit of structural there. Come here, you. No, 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 no. No damaging the structures. Thank you. Now, what we're going to be doing is once we get this built in, or built up and in place, we'll son of a man, there are days that I miss being able to click and drag blocks. Okay. Say, what we're planning on doing is that once we get up there, are you kidding me? Sheesh. I swear. Oh, Space Engineers? Yeah, buddy. You and I are going to have some words off camera here. Alright. So, yeah, the idea is that basically we're going to have this come up. It ties the platform into the base down below, because we already have the conveyor blocks going all the way up, or the conveyor tubes, I should say. And we want to be able to tie the structures together outside of that piping, because if this thing takes a hit, either from an asteroid or a stray bullet, and that thing pops, like that tubing pops, this entire platform comes crashing down on the base, and that would be extremely expensive and damaging to the base itself. So yeah, we don't want that to happen. Now, I started with 300 blocks, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, 300 blocks. Or 300 plates. So this will give you an idea of how far up we are. It is approximately 250 meters to the surface, or to the top of that platform. I think it's a little over. It's like 251 or something like that. Alright, so we're going to do that with. And then for here, we are going to grab that. No, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And I may even come back and put a third and fourth one here, where we'll do something like this. But I do like the idea, at least, of having the tubing exposed, so maybe we'll come back and do windows on that. Because one of the things that I want to do is I want to have lighting on it so that we can have a sequential, like a strobe effect coming up. You'll see what I'm talking about when, when we get a little further along. So I'm thinking that this might be good, actually. Alright, so up here, what we're going to do is in the center here, this is actually going to continue up further. The idea is that we want this to get out of the gravity well so that we will be completely out of atmosphere. How many steel plates is that? That's 200. Well, 199, so 200. So it's one down there to there. So 3. That's 200, 201, 202. So 98. Is that right? It's not too bad. Alright, now, while we're doing this, I am going to have a bit of things going on. I've got the ship basically going through a crap ton of ice. I have spent the last couple of hours gathering and throwing into that thing. Not a fun process. Basically, I turned the ship off so it would stop processing it, because it was processing it as fast as I could drop it in there. Alright. And so we said, what, 98, right? So another 44 of these things. And what the idea is that this should end up about 500 meters off the surface of the planet, which is awesome. But the platform itself is basically just a defensive platform. We're going to have cannons on it and maybe rocket launchers. I haven't decided yet. I mean, look at how far out this thing goes. This is crazy. Alright. That's 99. We went 98. Alright. Now we do want that. And then we did one on either side.
Energy low.
And then we go one out on each of these. And this is just so that we can get things, we can put defensive weapons out here. We're already half a kilometer up. Oh, that is awesome. Alright. Oh, oh. Now we want to be careful we don't accidentally cut this thing free, because that would be, well, probably more entertaining to you than to me, but, you know, it's all good, right? So let's go get this in here, and then what we're talking about doing is something like this, so that we have an actual platform up here, but at the same time we want it to be secure so that nothing is basically cut free by accident. Alright. We have to do this down on the platform below. And we'll probably end up with one more of these. To give you an idea, let's... So we're at 500, so if we get up... Oh, hello. 750. So what we're trying to do, like I said, we're trying to get outside of the gravity well. Thankfully it's a small planet, or a small planetoid, so we're only going to have to go up about 2.5 kilometers, I think. Maybe a little bit further. Oh, 3 kilometers. Alright, so 3.25 kilometers. That gets us out to here. We're actually in deep space right now. So, hey, look at that. We're now in an atmosphere and falling quickly. Let's do that. So that we save a little bit of power. Oh, that smells good. Alright. Whee!
Energy critical.
110 meters per second. Alright, so we can go get charged up. Like I said, basically what I'm going to do is reproduce what we've done already at that first and second platform, and we're going to continue that up for quite some distance. So that's actually going to be quite a bit of parts. So what we'll do is I'm going to get charged up. I'm going to get a bunch of plates together, and we're going to go ahead and do that off camera, I think, because it's basically just going to be me placing and replacing blocks all the way up. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do a quick cut, and I'll bring you back when we have the rest of the structure pretty much in place. All right? So we'll be right back. And we're back. So, yeah, we're about halfway there. It's kind of interesting standing up here because you can see here. Let's get rid of this stuff so you can actually see. You can see all the little holes and everything where I've been pulling ice from and the other minerals and everything. It's crazy. Wow. I have to say it is pretty interesting to be this far up. I am worried about the asteroids, which is why we're building this like this. So the idea is that at each one of these layers that we're doing at the approximately 250 meter mark, there will be defensive positions. There will be minigun turrets and maybe missile turrets. We haven't decided yet. I'm thinking I'll probably have at least one platform with missiles on it here. Basically just to defend against incoming pirate ships, because with us getting to the point where we're going to have part of this be in space outside of the gravity well, there is a very real possibility that some of the things will start spawning nearby. But it's fun. Whee! Show you what we've got going on here. Oh, so yeah, I mean, it's been interesting so far. It's a pretty straightforward build. I mean, we're literally just building a column, which is why I'm not showing too much of the actual build process, but I thought you might enjoy at least some of what we're doing. Now, you are the iron, right? No, you're just regular alien ice. Okay. That is nuts. Okay, so when this is done, that's the halfway point. We need a bunch more. So what I've been doing, so that I can make sure I'm doing this correctly and not overbuilding or underbuilding or anything like that, we are taking this, and since we said that's 98 spaces, we're doing 99. When we get to the end, we grind the last one off and put a cargo or a conveyor block in. And one of the things that I'm doing is right now I'm producing the parts for something like 1,000 conveyor connections. So it should be interesting. We're probably going to run out of space very quickly. Oh, but yeah. Okay, so that's the first half done. What we'll do, once we have all of this stuff built and we have the structure in place for it, we're going to take the drills off of this beast and we're going to replace them with welders. We'll load up as much as we can into the cargo system on this thing. I think I've got 2 medium cargo containers on here. Maybe 1 medium cargo container. I don't remember. I know I have a cargo container. I think I've got 1 medium cargo. Alright. Let's see here. Is it medium? Yeah, we have a medium cargo container, which isn't gonna hold that much, honestly. So I wonder how many plates that is. Let's see here. We're gonna go motors. Alright, so 600 motors is about 5K. 11,000 plates. So we'll probably have to do things in stages, because I don't want to build a dedicated large grid welder for this. So what we'll probably do is we'll end up emptying all of the plates that we need. Is all it's going to hold? Yeah, it's only going to hold 6,000 plates. So I'm going to have to do 2 trips just for the plates. And that's just going to be for the interior plates, not even the steel plates that we're going to need. Which means it's going to be probably 3 to 4 trips for the steel plates, which is fine. I mean, it's just going to be more time. Alright, so I think what we're going to do, and make sure I have, yes, I do have materials on me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish the core portion of the tower. We'll start getting things welded up. Probably bring you back when I get the I'll get from the base up to the first platform welded. We'll bring you back, weld a little bit on camera, and I think that'll probably be what we're doing today. Oh, we'll see. We might have some time for a few more things. All right, so let me go ahead and get this continued. Oh my god, this thing is crazy. This will be by far the largest structure I think I've ever built, at least in one dimension. We'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this thing going, and we will be right back. And we're back. So, yeah. I decided it was taking a little too long because I'd have to like rebalance things and go back up and down to get stuff. So what we're doing is we're waiting for the last few of these things to finish. Let's see here. Do we have any other motors anywhere? There's a bunch there. A bunch there. Okay. So that should be most of what we need, because I think I grabbed a bunch of motors out of my inventory. Actually. Looks like... Yep, that's it. Okay. So in theory, we have enough parts to weld up a large portion of this thing, so we're going to try this. So what I did, it's ghetto, but it works. Oh, we put a large cargo container in, put a connector on the bottom of that, and remove the connector, or the connector, and put a conveyor frame in to mount this thing up. I'm not sure this ship is going to be able to fly with that much mass on it. We're going to find out here in a second, though. Hopefully it works. Oh dear. Look at that. That thing, it actually flies. Okay. So, yeah, that's as far as I got with the welding. It was really tedious. Oh, so, yeah. I'll show you what we're going to do here. Now we're going to approach this carefully. And hopefully not break anything. How far away am I? That should... This is one of the things that I don't like about... Are you not feeding into it? Is that what? Let's make sure you actually are feeding through. Oh, you know why? No, it should... It was working before, so it shouldn't be an issue there. I'm wondering if it doesn't like the that conveyor piece. So if we... Alright, you were working a second ago. Yeah, see? Alright, so what is not passing through here? Interior plates. I'm wondering if it's because they're going through the tank here. The tank is saying no. It's a very real possibility. Way to check that. No, lets me pull them out. So that's going through there, that's going through. Why are you not feeding everything through then? Because it was working a minute ago. See, it works sometimes. Alright, so I'm betting small steel tubes. It's doing motors and construction components, but not interior plates. What in the hell? We know it's feeding through properly. So we can get it to the medium cargo. Interesting. I must have a break somewhere in the... Let's try it off this side. I may just have to break down and build a large grid specific welder. Alright. Well, we can at least do this for now. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go play around with it, because I'm sure there's something that I'm screwing up on this. You know, it's been, like I said, it's been a while since I've had to build a purpose-specific welding craft. I don't usually use them. That's part of the reason why I wanted to do this series mostly vanilla, was so that we'd actually have to deal with this kind of stuff. So, yeah. Alright. Okay, so, what I'm going to do is I am going to continue welding this stuff up. See if we can figure out what's going on with the craft to make sure everything is working okay. How close are we to that? Because it looks like it's just the small stuff coming through. See, the tubes and the interior plates aren't, and I'm not sure why. They should be coming through there. Okay, so it goes up into there, from there into the cargo. Alright. So from here, it's going into the tank, from the tank forward. Yeah, no, it should be working. So I'm guessing that it doesn't like the small tubes for some reason. Well, there's the small conveyors. Because I could have sworn that small tubes and interior plates can go through the little cargo, or through the small conveyor tubes. I wonder. I guess there's a quick way to find out. What do I need for this? I need steel plates. Alright. Let's place one of these really quick. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, it just has to serve the purpose of... Yep, that's what it is. Small tubes aren't coming through. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm not going completely crazy, which means yes, I will have to rebuild this thing. Alright. Fair enough. What I may do then is, if I have to rebuild it anyway, I may reposition this thing. Like, go take it down, unload it. No, you know what I could do? And it won't even require me to go land. We can place you back there. Let's get you loaded up really quick. While we are here, we're going to go ahead and do this because, well, you know, reasons. It's going to be funny. It's going to be awkward. But it's going to work, hopefully. There you go. Of course, doing this in a game where I've got it set up where I can't use third person is probably a bad idea. Actually, before I go too much further, let's go ahead and take you out. Alright. This just seems like a really bad idea. Hey, it works, right? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff welded up. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Alright, so we're going to get this thing welded up. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your Wednesday and hopefully the rest of your week. And we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. See if we can do this without destroying anything.